Welcome, I am Petra. I decided to bring you this question and answer it in 3 parts. My twin flame does not talk to me. What to do? What's going on? Let's get into it. 1. They are loving you into your best self. Well, that can be a shocker. What? We just revealed that this is the problem. My twin flame does not talk to me. And now you're going to say that they're actually loving me into my best self? Oh my God. By not talking to me? Yes, indeed, that's what I'm telling you. So I think this is pretty revealing about what the true twin flame actually is in your life. Even when they are doing so-called not nice things to you, which is a little bit of a victim mentality statement in itself, of course. When they do things to you like not talking to you, nasty, not great, they're just ignoring me. Oh God, I feel bad about that. Even when they're doing that, they are loving you in a profound way, in even a divine way. So this is really the news, the news of the news, that this is really what's going on. When it is your true twin flame, they love you so much that they are willing to show you even this nasty thing. And why is this nasty thing actually not a nasty thing? Well, that is because now you are able to experience another side of yourself. You are able to experience who you are intrinsically. You are able to experience that you love them no matter what they do. You see, it doesn't matter what they do. You live together in love, and they are a manifestation of love. Just like you are a manifestation of love to yourself and to them. They are loving you into your best self. One of the ideas of true twin flames is that you can learn something from them. They are your ultimate teacher, just as they are your ultimate lover as well, and your best friend in the entire universe as well. So, yeah. You can learn something from them. And now you're learning what it means to stand on your own and not be talked to by them. Just have this period in your life when you're not speaking and see how that incites inside of you actually more self-love. You learn to stand autonomous. You learn to stand in the love that wells up inside of you, in your heart. And have that be enough. And have that enoughness as the basis for a true relationship that is a union also. That is so loving that you can stand in love no matter what they do. Well, isn't that an enormous, beautiful thing that they are teaching you right now? When it is your true twin flame. That is. True twin flames are always prepared to mirror back to you whatever it is that you need to learn. So they will do something, and then that will spark inside of you a growth. And you feel that this growth is really special. It's really what you need. It's really connecting you back to your true self. You see, that's the kind of thing that's is ignited in you, and it really feels some sort of special. It's really different. It's different. And that is because it is this true twin flame. So when they're not talking to you, they're not communicating to you, maybe they blocked you on social media. This is an invitation to go inside of yourself and feel what is there nevertheless, and be the inspirational guidance for them to see what love is when they don't want to communicate. There's so many ways to see this that are actually very loving. And that is the invitation here. It brings you to so much more options in your experiential field. It brings you to places where you didn't know that you could go inside of yourself and love yourself there. And when that is full of love, love the world from there. That is also how the situation will change again. And the second idea of what can be going on when my twin flame does not talk to me is this. You do not talk to yourself. A twin flame, a true twin flame in particular, not a false one, they will mirror back to you something that is of you. The whole world always mirrors where you are in your experiential field, what you're feeling, what your state of being is. The whole world will do that. Even your body will do that. And I love that mirror of the body. That is because your true self is actually, let's say, the invisible inhabitor of the body, right? So the world mirrors, the body mirrors, and the twin flame is the biggest mirror of them all. They mirror to such a degree, it's really unbelievable. They do it very precise and very detailed and very thorough and very penetrating. They mirror with such an eye for detail that it really can hurt the most as well. Because they can mirror the most beautiful love, but they can also mirror to you the most nasty feelings. And with your twin flame, yeah, they are the most nasty. Yeah, absolutely. So if you feel bad about them not talking to you, I can understand. I can empathize as well because I have experienced this. Yeah, you're not crazy. You're not alone. This happens. It's okay to recognize whatever you feel about it. Because you feel bad about it, that's why you are in this video, isn't it? Not being talked to, not being communicated with is not great. And that's why I watch this video. They are now showing to you via the mirror, the mega mirror that the twin flame is, that you do not talk to yourself. That's the literal mirror effect, because you say they don't talk to me, but you don't talk to yourself. That is how you can see that. And that goes not only for when they don't talk to you, but that goes for any complaint you sort of have about them. So you can fill that in with that you're doing that to yourself. See what you get there. And then feel out, how can this be true? So you do not talk to yourself. That is also something that we can ask. Like, how can this be true? I do not talk to myself. But it's obviously not only about talking to myself when I walk alone through my house and I talk out loud to myself, but there are no bystanders, so that's a little bit strange, and I do not do that at this moment. Well, that may be a little bit too literal. So think about, what does not talking to yourself mean? Not communicating to yourself, not connecting to yourself, not perhaps feeling yourself, not being in tune with yourself, not vibing with who you actually are, not wanting to know your actual needs. These are all things that are in this turnaround of, they do not talk to me. No, let's turn it around. You do not talk to yourself, to myself. So maybe I don't communicate with myself in some way. Now, what kind of way is that? And you can research that further. Maybe I don't really communicate to myself because I don't really listen when I'm truly hungry and my food is not nutritious enough. Yeah, I really should listen better to what I truly need, what my body truly needs. That's actually what I really feel. Could, for instance, be the outcome of your research, your little meditation about that. You do not talk to yourself. That's what's going on when the twin flame mirrors back to you that they do not talk to you. That situation. Every time when you have this inclination to blame your twin flame about something, there is a great reason to turn that around and look into that mirror. And you can do that systemically, which works really well, with 4 steps in our manifestation and healing tool called Key. And you can learn how to do that in our community. And you're very welcome to join. It's on Facebook and it's called Your Abundance. And the Key tool, we teach it there in very many ways. You can download stuff about it. You can come to our monthly workshop, which will be in 2 weeks in the weekend, again for the May edition, for at this time when this video is made. And we have a lot of ways to support you with that as well. So the Key tool will help you with this. There are 2 versions, and actually the second version is the one in which we see that we can turn everything around that we say about other people, and specifically about the twin flame, because they are the biggest, most profound mirror of them all. Now, the third thing that can be going on when my twin flame does not talk to me, and I'm really sad about that, and maybe angry, and I feel bothered by it, and that is, they are not your twin flame. That's possible. It's possible that this is your situation. Could be. Maybe you had thought that they were your twin flame. Maybe you had truly believed this. But are they really? They do not talk to you. But is there something inside of you that has the situation that you do not talk to yourself? Or do you actually feel like you are communicating with yourself on all levels as much as you can, and it feels really good already inside of you communicating with yourself? So why would the twin flame not talk to me, having me blocked on social media or whatever it is, however that manifests in your situation? Maybe then they could potentially not be your true twin flame. And, sometimes we have a false twin flame experience and we hold on to that very strongly and we don't want to let go, and we have trouble really learning the lesson that is inside the situation. So even another false twin flame experience can occur, and even another when I don't learn that lesson that is involved in that situation. Or there's just this one and I'm just not willing to let that go. However long they don't communicate with me, very long, years maybe even, they may not be your twin flame. It can sometimes be that we think that someone is loving and someone is my twin flame and someone is being with me there in my desire for the twin flame, but they're actually some sort of bonding with some sort of an traumatized part of you, for instance, and clicking in with your psychological difficulties that you haven't resolved yet. For instance, you cannot say no and you cannot have boundaries. You cannot say, yo, that's enough, stop it now, I'm done with you, this doesn't work. You just let them walk over you. Maybe you're a little codependent in that. That happens a lot, you know. These are just examples of what can be going on, but something can be going on that is actually not psychologically whole and feels kind of addictive. And that is like more of a trauma bond. It can have this feeling of the empath and the narcissist, which are always together in this construction of unhealthy psychology. And that has nothing to do with the true twin flame. It has something to do with an unhealed part of you, in them as well, of course. But when you heal that in yourself, they may flow away. They may float a little further. And sometimes we can still remain in the belief that they still must be my twin flame. I see this happen a lot, and it happened to me as well. Yeah. That's the difficulty when you're unhealed, and that is why healing plays such a big part on the twin flame journey when you want to go to this union state with full inner peace that is completely harmonized at the core. And often we don't know any different yet. That's the sad thing. That's why we still believe that they are the true twin flame, while they may be only hooked into your psychological psychodrama, so to speak. That was probably also not your fault in a psychological sense, because often we get that pushed onto us in our early childhoods already. These kinds of ingrained patterns. Our brains get even patterned like that. And you have been rehearsing this not really whole and holistic and healed and sane and good and healthy pattern for how many decades? So this can be potentially what's going on for you. I just wanted to point that out. Maybe it rings a bell for you. Maybe not. I mean, that can also be, but who knows? Maybe it does. They are not your twin flame when they are not talking to you is a possibility. So I understand that you really would like to know now at this point in this video, but how do I know? Maybe they don't talk to me, but they are nevertheless my true twin flame. And that's why I have this other video for you in which I enlighten you with 3 points that I feel I have experienced and that I channeled from the divine that indicate that this is your true twin flame. And I will point you to that video next. And I will see you there. Bye.